In this class of Applied Jyotish, we will learn what is rising sign or ascendant or Lagna in Vedic astrology. Through animation, we will understand how the rising sign or Lagna is calculated. In the previous class, we learned what a Rashi or moon sign is and how to determine it. You are watching the Applied Jyotish English YouTube channel. To learn all aspects of Vedic astrology in a simple and easy way, make sure to watch every video on this YouTube channel. In Vedic astrology, the Lagna is extremely important. Therefore, every student of astrology must have a complete, accurate, and clear understanding of Lagna or rising sign. This is our solar system, and this is the sun. As we all know, the Earth revolves around the Sun in an elliptical orbit. At the same time, the Earth rotates around its own axis approximately once every 24 hours. Because of the Earth rotates around its own axis in this way, we see the Sun rise in eastern sky and sets in the western sky. Before explaining Lagna or the rising sign, we will use animation to understand the concept of sunrise and sunsets. Let's consider a specific location on Earth and draw a straight line from the eastern horizon to the western horizon at that location. Since the Earth completes one rotation around its axis approximately every 24 hours, this straight line will rotate along with the Earth over time. Sunrise occurs when the eastern end of this line reaches a specific point. If a person stands at that point and looks towards the eastern sky at that moment, they will see the sun rising. After a certain period, if the same person looks towards the western sky from the same spot, they will see the sun setting. Now we can easily understand the concept of Lagna or rising sign. All students of Applied Jyotish already know that the entire 360 degree of the cosmos are divided into 12 equal parts. Each of these parts represent a zodiac sign, and each zodiac sign spans 30 degrees. Now, if we draw a straight line from the eastern horizon to the western horizon at a specific location on the earth, the zodiac sign that this line intersects at the eastern horizon is the Lagna or rising sign for that place and time. Since the Earth completes one rotation around its axis is approximately 24 hours, these lines at the eastern horizon will move to the next zodiac sign roughly every 2 hours, as the 12 signs are covered in 24 hours. If a child is born at this location, the zodiac sign visible on the eastern horizon at that moment becomes the child's Lagna or rising sign. For example, if at the time of birth the Cancer sign is rising on the eastern horizon, then the child's Lagna or rising sign will be Cancer. Now observe, this is the 3D model of the cosmos, where the planets in the zodiac belt moves according to the geocentric model. At the moment the child mentioned earlier was born, the straight line drawn from that location on the earth towards the eastern sky intersects the Cancer sign. A snapshot of this exact alignment was taken at that moment. Now, if we view this 3D model snapshot from above, it will look like this. Notice carefully, this is the Applied Jyotish Kundli or birth chart, and the ASC marked on the yellow line represent the Lagna or rising sign. Now we will understand why the Lagna or rising sign varies by location. In other words, at the same moment, the Lagna or rising sign can be different for two different places on the earth. For example, let's consider a location on the earth, Kolkata. At a specific time, if we draw a line from the eastern horizon to the western horizon at this location, suppose the Cancer sign is rising on the eastern horizon. This means the rising sign or Lagna for Kolkata at that moment is Cancer. Now let's consider London at the same moment. If we draw a line from the eastern to western horizon there, the zodiac sign rising on the eastern horizon will be different. This shows that at the same time, the Lagna or the rising sign for Kolkata and London is different. In other words, the ascendant or Lagna or rising signs varies by location. Now we will learn how to determine our exact Lagna or rising sign using AppliedJyotish rising sign calculator. First, open Google on your mobile and type AppliedJyotish. Then click on the search option to reach AppliedJyotish website's homepage. This is the homepage of AppliedJyotish website. Next, click on the menu button. Go to the calculator sections and open the rising sign calculator. This is the AppliedJyotish rising sign calculator. Next, enter your full name and gender, whether you are male or female, along with your exact date of birth, the day you were born. For example, let's say you were born on 15th of August 1947 at 11:59 p.m. and your birthplace was Delhi. In that case, type Delhi in birthplace field and select the correct option for Delhi. Your birthplace is very important because the Lagna changes based on location. As we discussed earlier, in the advanced option, you can check the latitude and longitude of the place you provided. And in the Anamsha section, you can select your preferred Anamsha settings. You can also select the type of chart you want from here. In this example, we selected Lahiri Anamsha and the chart style remained the default North Indian. Then by clicking Know Your Rising Sign button, AppliedJyotish will calculate your Lagna or rising sign. Here you can see that your Lagna or rising sign has been calculated. If you open the AppliedJyotish chart style, you will notice that the yellow line marked with ASC represent the Lagna or rising sign or ascendant. In the center of the AppliedJyotish Kundli or birth chart, imagine the earth according to geocentric model. At that moment, 15th of August 1947, 11:59 p.m. at Delhi, the straight line drawn towards the eastern horizon is this yellow line, which intersects the Taurus sign. This means that at that time the Taurus sign was rising in the eastern sky of Delhi. In the AppliedJyotish chart, ASC stands for Ascendant, which is Vedic language is called Lagna. Through the animation in this class, we have learned what Lagna or rising sign is, why it changes with location, and how to calculate the Lagna using AppliedJyotish rising sign calculator. In the next class, through animation, we will learn what nakshatra is, which aspect of our life it influences, and gain a detailed understanding of the 27 nakshatras in Vedic astrology, including how to determine your birth nakshatra. Please let us know in the comments how you are finding our classes. If you have any questions on a particular topic, be sure to write them in the comments. If we receive a sufficient number of comments, we will create a detailed animated video on those topics in the next classes. Share this video with others so they can also learn. That's all for today's class. Stay well, stay healthy. Namaskar.